From the Cowboy State Daily, Mother Grizzly fiercely defends her cub from wolf. From prehistoric to present, my name is Ethan. This is Creature Guy Live Daily News. Remember to like, comment, and if you love talking about animals, share this show with everyone you know. You can catch new episodes throughout the day at Creature Guy Live on Rumble and YouTube. Now, let's get into the animal news of the day. Oh, well, this is actually not as often. This doesn't occur as often as you would think, or at least caught on footage. The first grizzly bear to appear this spring with a new cub in Yellowstone National Park's Lamar Valley wasn't messing around when she fended off a huge wolf trying to snatch her tiny cub. Oh, this is a really good picture. But where's her cub? I think that's the cub. Well, well, if this is the Lamar Valley, then that would mean that this is possibly a wolf that's part of the Junction Bate pack. So this is practically, I believe, the largest pack within Yellowstone, consisting of somewhere between 17 to 22 pack members. And that's one of the nine packs, wolf packs within Yellowstone National Park. Um, His mama bear was the first grizzly to appear with a new cub in the Lamar Valley in Yellowstone National Park this spring. On Monday, she led her cub across a footbridge over Soda Bate Creek and then fended off a huge wolf that was trying to devour the cub. So wolf from Yellowstone National Park's famed Oh, it's the Molly's pack. Never mind, that's a much smaller pack. Um, okay. Tried snatching a tiny grizzly cub on Monday, but the cub's mother didn't hesitate to protect her offspring and sent the wolf running for its life. So the thing is, um, there are many times when wolves from other packs will venture into the outskirts of other wolf packs. So I'm wondering if this Molly's pack individual was on the outskirts of the Junction Bates pack because the Junction Bates pack often is seen in the Lamar Valley. So also in the Lamar Valley is situated within the northeastern part of Yellowstone National Park. All three animals involved in the drama emerged without a scratch, said wildlife enthusiast Gary Gaston, who caught the bears on video. If there had been more than one wolf, they probably would have gotten the cub, said Gaston, retired biology professor from Oxford, Mississippi. I've seen things from, released footage from even Alaska with smaller brown bear females fighting off looked to be four or five wolves that were trying to get her cub. And I don't think they ever ended up getting her cub. Actually, I think there were two in the situation as well. She was also a very thin female. She had just come out of hibernation. Um, I don't think even two wolves would have been able to snatch her cub. Let's see if there's any footage. Um, Yeah, this is interesting because this is actually rarely seen. So, the Lamar Valley, so it also sits between 6,000 and 10,000 feet in elevation. Tends to be also where you'll see brown bears over in the, fall taking advantage of, like, the cutthroat, worm army moths. This is very exciting to see. Oh, yes. Oh, come on! That was it? Gosh, it's unfortunate. Gaston spends his springs and summers watching wildlife in Yellowstone. He said he knows of wolves killing black bear cubs, but this was the first time he's seen a wolf try pushing its luck with a mother grizzly. Yeah, the thing is, also within the Lamar Valley, you'll have pronghorn in the region. The pronghorn are the only living species of a branch of bovidae. Well, not bovidae. It's actually a branch that divides in between bovidae, giraffidae, I believe the Capridae, lineage of um, not exactly antelope, but these two-toed ungulates. And there used to be around 11 different species that inhabited the Miocene, Pliocene, and Pleistocene epochs. So the family that this animal belongs to first evolved somewhere around 20 million years ago at the beginning of the Miocene epoch. In Yellowstone National Park, there's around 400 to 450 pronghorn within the region. They are seen within different parts of the Lamar Valley, even further south, and also throughout Wyoming as a whole, even to different parts of eastern Montana. The pronghorn are seen throughout the Great Plains. They don't usually reach much more than 150 pounds, but their closest relatives are the different species of giraffe, including the okapi over in Africa, despite them being um, quite different in their overall look. They will migrate to lower elevations during the winter, but the thing is that pronghorn, like during the summer, they will range into higher elevations for cooler temperatures, as well as new species of shrubs to feed on. But they tend to feed on a wide variety of different species of grasses. But also in the Lamar Valley, you have the Rocky Mountain bighorn sheep that occurs here, which occasionally animals like brown bears and the gray wolves will prey on. I guess less often seen is also cougars hunting the bighorn sheep within these regions. So what's occurring here is that yeah, this male bighorn he's interested in this ewe, but this is occurring in the fall. So this could be somewhere between late September and early October. Bighorn sheep, especially the Rocky Mountain subspecies, can reach over 300 pounds. And Um, they primarily feed on different species of flowers, occasionally also feeding on the grasses in the higher elevations. So these animals tend to be seen over 8,000 feet in elevation. Let's see, the female grizzly has been out and about with her cub of the year for nearly 2 weeks, making her an early riser from hibernation as far as female bears with new cubs go. So far, she's the only grizzly with a COY that's been spotted in Yellowstone's wildlife-rich Lamar Valley. Yeah, that makes sense because usually during the um, mid-spring months, so April, May, early June, well, technically you say May, the grizzlies are found closer to Yellowstone Lake. So they're towards the central part of the park. It's interesting that she's all the way up in Lamar Valley. She's yeah, definitely not going to be seeing many other brown bears in the region. At least she doesn't have to be concerned about males. During this time, they're going to be focusing on different species of grasses, sedges, wide variety of flowers, but they will also go after insects at this time, not the cutworm army moths. That will come later into July, August is when they will start feeding on those moths in the rockier areas of the Lamar and Hayden valleys. Hayden Valley is closer to northern Yellowstone Lake. On Monday, the Grizzlies were apparently trying to cross the valley to Druid Peak. Oh, okay, this famous region. To do so, they had to cross Soda Butte Creek. The really weird part is they, meaning the mother grizzlies, don't usually do that with newborn cubs because the newborns can't swim across the creek. But Mama Bear had a solution for that. She led her cub across a footbridge that spans the creek. Okay, so that was towards the beginning of that video. She just took the bridge. He's like, "Why expend energy? Just take this. It's so efficient." Um, she seemed to know exactly where the bridge was, Gaston said. She must have crossed that bridge before. She must have crossed it as a yearling, he said. Well, the thing is that um is showing more. Oh, okay. Oh, oh, it's when the wolf first popped up. Just ran right up to her. Yeah, I mean the wolves are very daring. I respect their hunting style, but also this mother's ability just to defend her cub. It is interesting though. She only has one cub. I'm not sure if she's an older female or for some reason just ended up only having one cub. In many instances, you will see three or four cubs with the mothers. Oh, okay, there's the bridge. I wonder if she was sniffing for wolves in the area. It's probably what startled her for a second. And they just made it across. Um, so the thing is that when it comes to other animals in the region, since you have elk, so the thing is that during the winter, there's only about 2,000 elk within Yellowstone National Park. Most of them migrate out of the region. There's also four different elk herds that occur within the park. And if we're talking the Lamar Valley region, just more of northeastern Yellowstone itself, it's usually members of the northern herd. Possibly close to the Lamar Valley, you might have the Clarkson herd pop up. But the northern herd, for some reason, has actually had a bit of a decline in their population. There used to be around 8,000. No, is it 8,000? Trying to remember. Anyway, if it was 8,000, it's now decreased to somewhere around 3 to 4,000 elk as part of the herd. Big question as to why. Was it like a big wolf predation during the winter months? Did the brown bears also have a big impact during the spring months on their calves? Now, another predator that people tend to leave out in Yellowstone is the cougar. Cougars do have an impact on the elk population within Yellowstone. Like overall, the different four herds. Wolverines, it's not as common hearing about them going after smaller elk within the region. They're also usually seen at the higher elevations, but occasionally wolverines will come down to the lower valleys. Let's see, is there anybody else? Yeah, so this is probably at some point in like December, and he's just relaxing. I think he's chewing on cud. It's probably just the bits of grasses underneath the snow he's been feeding on. Um, but yeah, he looks pretty happy. So, let's see. After crossing the bridge, the grizzlies continued on their way, he said. In doing so, she went around a bunch of bison and encountered the wolf, Gaston said. And the wolf came after the cub. So it's like the wolf was surveying the bison and then saw the cub and went, oh, okay, I'll just take up this little snack. So, I mean, that makes sense. In his video, the mother bear can be seen rearing up on her hind legs, perhaps to intimidate the wolf. Yeah, obviously. And then as the wolf starts to turn tail, she drops to all fours and charges after it, prompting the wolf to kick it into high gear. Members of the Molly's wolf pack had been feasting on a carcass thought to be an elk carcass in the nearby brush, Gaston said. The wolf in the video looks huge, and that tracks for a member of the Molly's pack, which are no slouches, Gaston said. It's a high profile pack with many followers and was one of the first Yellowstone wolf packs to start preying on bison. I'm guessing this is when they first reintroduced wolves to Yellowstone back in the early 1990s. Well, I think wolves, when they first reintroduced them, started preying on elk. Bison must have come shortly afterwards. Let's take a look at that. Feasting on bison can make for bigger wolves, but they have to work hard for bison meat and risk getting clobbered in the process. I mean, they can get clobbered with elk too, or depending on the time of year, spiked to death by their antlers. But kicking is pretty harmful. Recently, members of another prominent wolf pack, the Junction Butte wolf pack, narrowly escaped getting stomped by angry adult bison when they tried unsuccessfully to nab a bison calf. Well, that seemed like one of those times that the bison weren't killing their own kind for the wolf's sake. So, um, that's interesting. In many cases, wolf packs in Yellowstone tend to be pretty successful with their hunts, like more on average than other wolf packs in different parts of North America. So, this was a very fascinating occurrence with this mother brown bear and the wolf. So, the wolf, and supposedly there was a carcass. It's surveying the bison and then sees the cub. Sometimes I just think the wolf was bored. He's like, let's see what I can do. Okay, well, let me know what your favorite animal is within Yellowstone National Park. And from prehistoric to present, my name is Ethan. This is Creature Guide Live Daily News. You can catch new episodes throughout the day at Creature Guide Live on Rumble and YouTube. And don't forget to like, comment, and if you love talking about animals, share this show with everyone you know. Don't forget to catch our animal documentary commentary live stream on Saturdays at 6 p.m. Central on Rumble, because nothing is better than all animals all the time.